Hi, I'm Jacob Adams. I'm a fitness and leadership coach. I help people just like you get to the next level in the gym by getting that personal record, more strength, less body fat, more muscle, establishing world-class nutrition and supplementation programs, everything from omegas, proteins, to even high-end nootropics. On YouTube, my main focus is on sharing the mindsets, the psychology, the philosophy, the strategies, the mental games that we need to tweak our mindset. Today, I want to mainly get into being real, raw, and relevant. Now, you may be wondering why I'm wearing sunglasses while talking about being real, raw, and relevant. Don't worry, I will take the sunglasses off. I wanted to wear the sunglasses to begin with because to get as real and raw as I want to get, it helps me to have a level of protection that I typically don't have on these videos. Okay? I typically am very transparent, and I want to get even deeper and cut to the core even more. Okay. Well, this is the end of an era for me. This is the end of an era. In about 6 days, Advocare, which is this company here, this is their logo there, will stop being a network marketing company. Whether they will ever start up again or not, I don't know. But I want to be very real as to what's transpired over the last 7 years in Advocare, and also just what's going on on a very real level within myself. And a lot of my videos, there is clues, there's definitely pieces of it, but to come out and be extremely real, extremely raw and relevant, and give this to you, the viewer, that takes a little more work. And that should explain the glasses today. On May 17th or so, Advocare sent an email out to the distributors, which is people like me, and they said they would no longer be a network marketing company, meaning, myself, I'd built a team of, let's say, 4 team leaders, maybe 100 or 200 different distributors / customers, and that would cut my income, up to about $1,000 or so a month, and on top of that, any future growth with the company would no longer be, the same. Definitely a change in the compensation plan. Then this leadership, this ring that's been a goal of mine to hit Ruby, get a Ruby pin, is no longer a thing. In 6 days, this is the end of an era. And, I think now is a good time to get into some of these real, raw, and relevant feelings, and expose sort of what happened as soon as I heard the news. So it was Friday around 6 p.m. and I read this email. My sister texts me. She's like, "Did you hear what's going on with Advocare?" And I read the email, and there I was shocked. I was doing a class in Gold's Gym. It's a Gold's Burn class, and right then and there, I kind of wanted to stop the class immediately and just send everyone home and call it a family emergency. I told my friend Joe, who was also in Advocare, and I said, "Listen, some shit just went down. Advocare is going to change its compensation plan, and et cetera, right?" And so he's like, "Okay, all right." I saw that or whatever. And so that day, I go to the liquor store and I buy like a liter of vodka or something. And I don't typically drink, but I down like half that vodka that day. And the next day, I was just in a world of fucking shock, right? And I call my friend Chris. I'm like, "Dude, I just don't want to talk about anything right now." soon, you know, that next day on Sunday, so Friday, Saturday, it was just like people are like in a funk all weekend, right? All the leaders in Advocare are in this funk. They're like talking about it and what they're gonna do and not do, and there's all types of shit going on. And well, then you know, that Sunday is the day where, you know, the Game of Thrones ends, and it's like an end of an era, you know? It's the end of an era, what's going on, really. And that's when you know, there was this cool woman I had met, and I think in being such a state of shock and like wanting a friend, like wanting like a connection, a human connection to like be there during this like really weird pivotal time. Like my business is on there, and then like Jon Snow stabs Khaleesi, and oh my God, you know, just it was weird. It was a weird moment, and luckily the person answered, and we hit it off. It was a good conversation, and that was cool. That was definitely a cool moment. This is May, like, I don't know, May 18th, May 20th or so. And time goes on, like, you know, time goes on. I do start dating this person eventually, soon, and that's good. That's like a positive thing, right? And then, so that's good, positivity. So there was like a negative, and a positive, right? That's good. And then on May 31st, you know, my dad goes in the hospital about May 28th or 29th. By May 31st, you know, my dad passes away on National Meditation Day. And dude, you know, you want to talk about like feeling like you got nothing left. Like you want to talk about like, I know I have stuff left in the tank, right? But like it feels almost like there's nothing left the next day. Like I feel like this sadness in me. Like, okay, sure, Advocare is shifting, you know, and okay, so the Game of Thrones, we're not going to mention that, but here he is, my dad's doing this, and he passed away, and I'm just like, fuck, man. The next day, I'm just like, it's a Saturday again. Yeah, you know, I bonded with friends on Friday and coped and cried and yelled it out. And like, this is something that's going on, right? This is May 31st. This is now June 1st. And I'm like, sad as fuck. And I call a friend, I said, look, dude, I just need you to be here in my life right now. Like, I just need a friend, dude. And we do. We just hang out and just coast a little bit and just roll with it and just love life as much as possible, you know? We just love his life as much as possible, but the whole day, it's like nothing but a somber sadness within me. Now, you know, 2019 started out good. You know, I started out strong. I started out the day with a workout. Like January 1st, 2019, I'm like slaying the gym. I have my meal plan. I have my workout plan, and et cetera, right? And things are going as good as they could possibly be. But let's go a little bit before May. And my family, there's a family member, my brother, he gets into some issues that are significant. And it's his own personal life, so I'm not going to discuss that so much. And so here I am, like March 1st, family issue comes up. And I just do everything in my power to not lose my shit, not lose my control, my composure, not lose hope, you know, and just can stay positive. And then again, here comes May 16th, Advocare, and then here comes May 31st. And then wouldn't you know it, like when it's all said and done, to kick it all off, like to just like to like just finalize like the depths of like pain. You know, the woman I did start dating says, look, you know, this is her business. She had to, let's say, move away, right? And so like now I'm like, okay, so processing my dad, Advocare, looking for a new business, a way to replace that income. Brother's going through shit, and then this, right? And all the while, like all I have is like like the faith that God is doing this for some reason. Like all of this is happening for a reason, you know? And here we are, you know, it's now July 10th, and I was on a important meeting online discussing with like the future of my training company, right? And like what that means for me, like what could be done in the next 6 months, right, with my training company, online coaching, et cetera, like, and the amount of money needed to launch, to invest into that level of business. And the numbers are considerably larger than I think most people that are not into the fitness industry sincerely will probably not even humor it. Like if you're like a trainer, like first year trainer or something like that, like you probably wouldn't even fuck with this shit. So like, but I've just been in it so long that for me, it's like, okay, well, I would fuck with this shit, you know? And so it's like, there's all these emotions going on. That's why I want this video to be called Real, Raw, and Relevant, because I wanted to give you, you know, some insight as to how I'm processing all of this shit. And even me, I could look back at this video and be like, well, there I was, dude. There I was at the cusp of like, at the edge of glory, you know? And because even while all these emotions have been heavy, you know, I'm making peace with the fact that my dad has passed away. Like even as I say it, you know, like you see how like I get quiet. Like I know I get quiet when I discuss that, you know? Like Advocare, you know, like for 7 years I was building that. And so it leaves me to ask myself what I want to build now, what I want to create now, because I'm not going to build Advocare like I used to. And so I started, you know, selling Modere, joined another team, and I was very excited about that. And I still am. I'm still using the product, and I'm getting good results. I think that, you know, my dad passing away like a few days after I joined that company, it just like fucking, like imagine like finding a solution to one huge problem and then like dealing with this huge monumental shift within that, like now you have to process your dad too, like, so real, raw, relevant. What are the feelings that I get from all of this? I don't know, like you look at my eyes now and it's like it feels like I'm hanging on by like my faith, like deep within, like my faith is all I have. And like the inner strength and the hope and the connection to God and like the strength within and family support and like staying focused. Like I'm strong still physically. So I know that my health is there. But damn, dude. Like I want to pour myself into my work, right? Because like I need to improve the situations at play. Like every area of my life is like fucking with me, you know? And I don't feel like, you know, if you want to talk about getting to the next level, shit, like getting out of this pit is the next level. Like gaining my sanity, my composure, my footing during these fucking challenges and trials and tribulations. Like this is fucking the next level. I've never been like this fucking challenge. Like, you know, after I get off this video, I'm gonna meditate. You know, I have to meditate. I'll be interviewing my friend Matt today, and I'm excited about that. He's a fellow yogi on the path. What's the importance of being real, raw, and relevant? Like, what's the importance of sharing what I shared? I think that in a world full of, you know, glitz, glamour, flash in the pan, bullshit, all that, like, that's cool, you know? I get it. It's like, I'm a real human being out here, dude. Like, battling some shit, man. And like at no other time has life asked me to be like the most highest level of my business savvy, of my spiritual connection, of my capacity to understand love and relationships, of my capacity to overcome and trust and love my family condition like at no other time. I've been stretched to this degree, dude, like at no other time. It's fucking painful, dude. And you know, and while it's painful, like I have the hope, and I have the vision, and I have the plan, I have the strategy, I have the strength, the resilience, the drive. And that's what I tune into as much as possible. And that's real, raw, and relevant. Peace.